peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. For those that can dream, the sky is the limit. For those that can't, the limit is their ceiling in their house. That's as far as they can go. And on my journey, I realized my definition of a human being is untapped potential. When we talk of becoming limitless, becoming luminous, becoming ethereal, what we are, becoming lighter, that's the only way to fly. And realizing that nothing can stop you. Once you set your heart on something, nothing can stop you. And that's why the illusion, the Maya around us is all about shutting down your heart. You can't trust people. You're scared of people. You don't like someone. You don't even know them. You can't even feel anything anyway to know if you like them or not. Because your heart space is shut down. So many visions, so many aspirations, so many goals. What happens to them? Well, for some people, they manifest them because abundance is our natural state. And for me, the secret to manifesting abundance, and I've done it and I'm doing it because it's a continuous process, is first and foremost say one sentence: I am worthy. You are worthy. And you have to let the energy flow. Many people, the reason why they don't get anything is because they don't give anything. What I call misers. Certain people are stingy. They don't even know how to compliment someone who has touched them deeply. And for me on my journey, I realized that connecting to someone on a heart level, you have to tune into your heart. Because the heart speaks the hidden language. That is the language babies are talking when they're coming out of their mother's womb with goo goo gaga. They're not talking English, because English is a spell language. We say good morning. I say, who's mourning? Who's dying? Who's died? Nobody's died. How are you? I'm fine. So with the heart, that is the true language. And when we actually understand how and overstand how to speak through our heart, it begins to talk for us. It begins to tell us things, that the sky is the limit. That in essence, you've come to this dimension to be the greatest you can potentially be. That's what a human being is, because we have to live without limit. To live without limit, you have to live without fear. To live without fear, you have to realize that fear is a product of the mind. The mind is the child of judgment. Children are not existing within mind because they're living in a state of non-judgment. Non-judgment is the only way to be free. But you can't say I don't want to judge anything. I'm still deprogramming my mind. I'm not perfect. Because every time I see something, I'm judging. It's continuous separation. Even these clothes I'm wearing. I should be walking around butt naked in the tropics of the Caribbean, sitting down on the beach. I can do that though. Because we can create our own reality. We can live in abundance. Abundance is our natural state. We're the only species on the planet who has to pay for a right to live. And that's part of the humor in it. You have to really laugh at yourself sometimes. That you chose to come here and go through all of this madness. But then again, someone's got to do it. For me on my journey, I realized that you only realize the sky is the limit When you step from doing into being, to realize that we already are. I wrote in my diary a long time ago, I'm tired of making what's already made. Nature is the artist which has already created everything. All we have to do is just become the greatest we can be. This is supposed to be Paradise Island here. Free energy all over the place. The ancients knew that. Nikola Tesla knew that. But they're suppressing this technology. But what they can't suppress is the original technology. We are the original technology. And when you have no authority except nature, then you realize the sky is the limit. When you let go of hate, jealousy, all of these are low vibrations born out of fear. And realize, celebrate. Because guess what? It didn't have to happen, but it did. So, a lot of the times it's beautiful just to breathe and realize that you don't have to go the way everybody has gone. You don't have to go against the grain either. You can go your own way. You can flow. And for me, that's what letting the energy flow is. To realize that in essence, we are multi-dimensional beings having a physical experience. And in essence, we are not just physical beings, because once you go to bed, you, in essence, are still existing in another dimension. And that's why many people talk of lucid dreaming, out-of-body experiences. Because we are eternal. We don't die. Die in a physical sense, but not in an ethereal sense. Not because we are all that has ever been. And for me, that's where the sky is the limit. You look at the manipulation which has taken place on the planet. Many people are in religions, coming from the Latin religare, to tie back. Many people have given away their rights a long time ago. Many people are in jobs which don't sustain their spirit. And because of all of this, this limits our perception. But more importantly, we have to take responsibility to say we are doing all of this to ourselves. Nobody is doing anything to you unless they've got a gun to your head. That's another story for another blog though. But in essence, we have to realize that we are willing participants. We are co-creators. And in manifesting abundance, we have to be able to see that we are worthy. That there's enough to go around. That we don't have to compete with anybody else. There's enough for everybody. More so, there's enough 2 times over, and more and more and more. There is only infinity. Don't worry about giving somebody something, because it's going to return to you. That's the karmic law. What goes around comes around. But it's beautiful to see. Sky is the limit. Moving forward. It's about time. There is no time. We are infinite. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy.